Welcome to the inaugural show of Big Ten football. I'm making my prediction for the Big Ten season, starting off with Minnesota finishing in the basement. I don't have faith in Minnesota, sorry. I have you going 5-7, 1-7 in the Big Ten. The 5 wins will come in the non-conference games. They should. They're all at home but one with Bowling Green, and Bowling Green is in a down year. I have you guys upset. I have Minnesota upsetting Northwestern at home, so that could be an iffy game. I could see that game going into overtime. Talking about Northwestern, they're next on the list at an overall of 6-6, Big Ten record of 2-6. The 2 wins in the Big Ten, Purdue and Illinois. Both games of those are at home. Just like Minnesota, they only have one non-conference game on the road, and that's at Duke. And everyone knows Duke ain't really that good, although Duke did upset Northwestern at Northwestern last year. I see them getting revenge this year. Illinois, you're next at 5-7, 3-6 in the Big Ten. 3 wins for them will be Minnesota at home against Indiana and that, and then no, actually 2-6. Sorry about that. 2-6 in the Big Ten. And I mean, once again, they have a tough schedule. Ron Zook, you had a great year last year. Yes, real proud for your Rose Bowl appearance and all that. Don't see it happening again this year. You guys have great talent in that, but sorry, man. Don't have faith. Purdue will be next. 5-7, 3-5 in the Big Ten. Their 3 wins will be Penn State, Minnesota, and Indiana. All 3 of those games are at home. And, I mean, Ross Lafayette is a great place for Purdue. They have great chemistry there with their fans and everything else. So, decent year for Purdue, but they're a team that could be a dog horse. They could be a sleeper on you. So watch out for Purdue. They could do better than what I think they will. Next is Penn State. Could be another sleeper, but I don't foresee it. 7-5 overall, 3-5 in the Big Ten. 3 wins to Indiana, Michigan State, and Illinois. Of course, those 3 are at home. But those games are going to be far and wide. Because after the Illinois game, they got to go to Purdue, at Wisconsin, home against Michigan, at Ohio State, and at Iowa. I mean, no easy break there for you Penn State fans. Indiana, another dog team. 7-5 overall, 4-5 in the Big Ten. They could actually do better than that if they can pick up a few other road wins that I have them. I have them winning at Minnesota, have them winning against Northwestern, and then at Purdue. I mean, they could pick up some more wins. I mean, they got Michigan State at home, Iowa at home, but outside that, I really don't see them picking up much more wins than that. Michigan State, you're next. 6-6, 4-4 in the Big Ten. You'll be the mediocre team of the year. I don't see you doing much better than that. Sorry. But, you know, I mean, Big Ten ain't really going to be Big Ten this year. I mean, yeah, we're going to have the hitting. We're going to have everything. That typical season, but we're not going to have the record. We're not going to produce national champions this year. Sorry about that for big-time Big Ten fans. I'm a Big Ten fan, and I just don't see it happening. We're in the elite squad now here with Wisconsin. 9-3 in the Big Ten, 5-3 in the Big Ten, 9-3 overall. Penn State, Illinois, Michigan State, Indiana, Minnesota. Michigan State and Indiana game, they're at Michigan State and at Indiana. I mean, Wisconsin's, they're good. I mean, Camp Randall, you gotta love that place if you're Wisconsin. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of wins this year in a great season. Iowa will be tied for 2nd place with the Wolverines of Michigan. 10-2 this year, 7-1 in the Big Ten. They're 2 losses will come at Pittsburgh, at Michigan State, just like Camp Randall. It's another great place to play Hawkeye football, or any football in the Big Ten. That Kinnick Stadium, hands-on favorite for Iowa. I mean, fans are awesome there, and that's of course if we get the rain to stop here in Iowa to actually play some football later this year. Now the Wolverines of Michigan, 11-1 overall, 7-1 in the Big Ten. Only loss coming to, once again, those Ohio State Buckeyes. Those Ohio State Buckeyes, Jim Tressel, you've got your squad. No one can really argue with you. You are going to be a Hall of Fame coach no matter what. Now, your Big Ten champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, yes, they'll go to the Rose Bowl. No, they will not go to the national championship. Sorry, Ohio State fans. I'm not seeing it happening. The schedule is very weak. Youngstown State, Ohio. USC is the only hard non-conference game, and I have them losing that game. Troy University is the other non-conference game. Holy cow, 11-1, 8-0 in the Big Ten. Yes, Big Ten, yes, great record there and all that, but we're not going to be all there. No national championship game for you Big Ten Ohio State fans. Loss to USC is going to kill you. Now, the teams that I see going to a bowl game this year due to the record and scheduling are, of course, Ohio State, Rose Bowl. They'll be their Big Ten champs. Michigan and Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan State, and no, Indiana, you do not go to a bowl game this year. Penn State does. Penn State outbeat you. And those are my 6 teams out there will go to a bowl game this year. Thank you. Enjoy